This is Mr. Arriaga. I'm your speech instructor this semester. I figured it would be a good idea, I've been doing this for a number of years, to post a video of myself so you know who I am and kind of put a face to a name since we don't actually meet in a classroom. So I've been working at CBC for about, this is what, year 4 or 5 for me. I've been teaching that long. I really enjoy it. I used to work full time there. Now I just teach on the side. I have another job that I do full time, so I kind of juggle between both. But I enjoy it, and that's really the only reason I still continue to do it. Is just I really enjoy what I'm doing. So I'm based here in Beeville. So I know a lot of you are, kind of scattered all out throughout South Texas. But I'm going to try to make this class as easy as possible when communicating with me. If you don't know this by now, the best way to get a hold of me is using the Blackboard email. That is the only way to get a hold of me, the approved way for this course. That way all of our emails stay in one place, and that I don't lose things in my inbox, because I have a lot of students, and when they email me on my CBC email address, everything gets lost. So I prefer to keep everything separated. So through Blackboard is the best way. I want you to make sure to check your Blackboard as soon as possible. At least 2 to 3 times a week. I post a lot of information and announcements and emails, so it's really important for you to check. That's part of your participation grade. Don't think that you've done your assignment for the week, that you're done with Blackboard for the week. So you need to make sure, because I do send emails and announcements. I do both at the same time, so that way you get the information. It's very important. So I've changed a few things this semester for the course. I'm trying it out. Y'all are kind of the pilot group. So if things don't work just right, cut me a little slack if you wouldn't mind. I wanted to change some things, because some things I was doing in the past, I think we could have done better. So I'm working through that. So if you notice any changes or anything that's not working, let me know. So just be patient. Again, Blackboard, everything is done in Blackboard. All the files, everything that you need to grade or submit to be graded needs to happen in Blackboard. I don't accept any emailed assignments or links to any online documents of anything in Microsoft 365 or anything like that. It needs to be in Blackboard in either a Word, PowerPoint, or PDF format. Those are the 3 different file types. And if I can't open it, then I can't grade it. So, and I'll give you a 0 on the assignment, and I'll give you a timeline window how long I'll let you resubmit it, so I will grade it. Some of you, this may be your first online course, so I'm a little lenient at first, but everything's going to be turned in online, including videos. That's why I have you do an introduction video right off the bat, just so that if you've not used YouTube before, you've figured out how to upload videos. In Blackboard, in our course shell, there is a folder called Helpful Information, and I have several different videos on how to upload your assignments, there's some links on how to upload your video to YouTube, that kind of thing. So please take note of that. I really go to great lengths to make sure that all the aspects that you might need help with are in that folder, and I'll keep adding to it as the semester goes on. Due dates, I'm very firm about due dates. The assignment will become available on Sunday at 11:59, and then as the new assignment is coming available, the one for the previous week is due at that same time. So Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. This does not mean that you wait until Saturday to start your assignment. Especially one that I give you a lot of time on, I can tell the difference if you spent, rushing this at the last minute. And inevitably you're going to have some kind of computer problem or Wi-Fi outage or something like that. So you want to make sure you give yourself enough time to get all that turned in. That leads me to my next point. Make sure for this class you purchase a textbook. It is required. You must have a textbook, because we do cover every chapter, and I ask you that you read each chapter. We cover 1 to 2 chapters a week, and then there is a reading assignment that goes along with it, where there's key vocabulary terms, there's some questions on applying what you read, some, with some short answers, that kind of thing. And then the next section usually contains some sort of fill in the blank or short answer question. A lot of those questions are test questions that I've used in the past, and sometimes they might reappear again. So it's the best way to prepare for a test since I don't give a review. But you need to make sure that you have access to reliable Wi-Fi and reliable computer. Make sure, if you don't have these things at home, find a way, if you're in high school and you do your work at school, and then you come home and you don't have Wi-Fi, there's going to be some times where you're going to need to work outside the normal school day. So you need to make sure if you don't have reliable Wi-Fi or computer, you find a way to borrow someone's computer, a parent, or go to a public Wi-Fi, the library, something like that. You got to really think outside the box. Just because, if I don't, I won't take excuses. Well, I didn't have internet. Well, it's an internet course, so you need to think outside the box. That's kind of, there's some real life aspects to this course, and that's kind of one of them. I will tell you how I want things done, but there's some things that you really should, kind of figure out for yourselves, or ask, hey, I'm running into this problem. How do I, what's the best way to handle it? That kind of thing. When I don't hear anything from you, it means I think that you're understanding and you don't have any issues. The worst thing you can do is leave a question go unanswered. So make sure you always ask questions. That's really all I wanted to cover. Everything is pretty well laid out in the syllabus. Make sure you read that, and then the acknowledgement of syllabus. Every bullet point that I've developed on that is something I've run into in the years that I've been teaching. So I want to make sure that all those things are covered and that you've read them and you understand them, because I do hold you to that. Plagiarism is huge. It's gotten to be a lot more common as each semester goes on. We do have tools with the college to be able to determine if you've plagiarized. In this course, if you plagiarize, and in most cases, if you plagiarize, you will receive an F in the course and you'll be removed. And then if you're a high school student, that means your counselor or your principal will be notified. It's just, it's theft, and there's really no other way around it. If you're trying to pass off information that's not yours, that is theft. So the acknowledgement of syllabus does cover that. It goes into great detail. And it's just everything so we're all on the same page. It's meant to, so you know what I expect of you, and you know exactly how to handle yourself in the course. This course is not terribly challenging. As long as you follow the instructions, turn in your assignments, and complete everything on time, we shouldn't have a problem. So like I said, if you have questions, the best way to find me is to text. I'm sorry, not to text, but to email. I do list my cell phone number only in emergencies. Now, an emergency does not mean I can't turn in my assignment and you're calling or texting at 3 in the morning. Please know that, I do have a life, and after 9 o'clock, my phone goes into silent mode, so you're not going to get me. So the best way is to email. I check my email right before I go to bed, and then first thing I do when I get up in the morning. So email is the best way to get a hold of me. I try to get back to an email within 24 hours, a lot of times a lot sooner. But just please know that I do have a life outside teaching, and that I do have a normal full-time job. So there's some times where I'm traveling or something like that and I can't answer right away, but I do my best to do that. So like I said, that's all I really want to cover. I know I said that a few minutes ago. I just, there's a lot of information to cram into this one little video, and that's something I'm going to work on this semester, is to periodically post videos of things that are going on, that kind of thing. That's about it. So anyway, have a great semester. I really hope that you'll learn a lot more out of this course than just what's in the textbook. There, I try to do a lot of real-world applications. But like I said, if you have questions, let me know. All right, thanks.